So this is why the Energy app is really powerful. It just looks like this little icon there. And this is what you should be using to check how much battery you're using and how to improve your driving if you would like to improve your battery performance and therefore your range. So you can see here that my last drive I used 19.8%. I did about 45-mile drive, and I actually used 5.7% more than rated. Now it was quite a cold day, it was about 5 degrees Celsius in the UK, but you can see a breakdown here of both how my battery percentage performed. So I started about just below 60%, sorry, there, and I finished on around about, I think it was just below 40% there. So I'd used about 20% battery there, as it says. It gives you a breakdown of all the different things that are using the battery. Driving's obviously using some of the most battery there. Same with some of the climate controls as well. And then here is probably the most important bit. It gives you actually some range tips as well. So it's quite interesting to see how you could improve. So actually, it recommends here that if you drive below 70%, I would have actually gained 0.7% more range. So that's quite interesting. Same with things like going uphill and downhill as well. Now they're actually negligible, I think, because as you can see there, ultimately it's kind of evened out really. But the climate control and the drag, again, it's quite interesting because that's actually added 2.6% onto my drive. So again, if I had maybe preconditioned the car, or I'd have driven a bit slower, then I'd have had less air drag and therefore I'd have got better battery performance. So if you can, let's say, drive below 70 miles per hour, sorry, so let's say like 65 miles per hour, even like 60, you know, if you're not in a hurry to get to your destination, you'll actually get a lot more range. But even if you can't, then that's not an issue. You'll still get to where you need to go because EVs are fantastic. But yeah, this is a handy little page that you can use. That's just under the drive menu up here. Consumption, you can see the fluctuations there. So yeah, obviously it's very interesting to see how your driving stats can vary between either using energy or regenning it, basically. But obviously the regens are fantastic because that's where you're basically harnessing the power that your brakes would normally be wasting in terms of heat, and you're putting it back into your motors and therefore back into your battery. So you're literally generating free electricity. So hopefully that helped. I'll see you guys in the next video.